Greetings! I'm Troy Newham, the author of 2084, The Search for Love, Hope, and Faith. The edited edition is the one that I highly recommend. You can get it on Amazon for Kindle or in paperback. The Kindle version is only $1. And in light of today's recent events, I highly recommend you read it because it is going to be a very prophetic work. Now, I would like to talk about John Roberts' decision to allow Obamacare to exist based upon Congress's ability to tax. He is wrong. And he's a Supreme Court justice, and he should know that he's wrong. I mean, it is so blatant. I'm going to read the two clauses that were originally in the Constitution which gave Congress their ability to tax, and I'm going to discuss them a little bit for you. There's Article 1, Section 8, Clause 1. The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties, imposts, and excises shall be uniform throughout the United States. They were worried about charging Georgia more than New York, say. So it's got to be the same across the board. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 4. No capitulation or other direct tax shall be laid unless in proportion to the census or enumeration therein before directed to be taken. In other words, what they can do is they say we are levying a tax and it's going to be on the people, and we are going to raise $1 trillion in tax. California, you have 10% of the people, so you have to pay up $100 billion. It has to be in proportion to your population. And of course, Congress didn't like that. They wanted more taxation powers, so we passed the 16th Amendment, which says, the Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes on incomes from whatever source derived without apportionment among several states and without regard to any census or enumeration. Notice it says lay and collect taxes on income. It specifically states on income, not on whether or not you buy insurance. So you have two choices for taxes, basically, when it comes to directly taxing people. It can either be based on a proportion of the entire population of the United States, or it can be directly on the income. But what John Roberts has said is that this penalty, and if you go back and you listen to Obama talk about this, this is a penalty. It is not a tax, people. It is not a tax. Not a tax at all. It says it like 5,000 times back in the debates on this crap. So you go back and it's not a tax. Well, now it's a tax because you need to get passed. What's it a tax on? Is it a tax on income? Well, no. Okay, is it a tax based on the proportion of the population? Well, no. It's not even equal because he's exempt, he's exempt, he's exempt, over here, they're exempt too. So what the are we doing with this crap? It's not constitutional based upon the taxing laws. In 5 years, we're going to look back, and this is going to be just the most horrific mistake there is, because we have given them unlimited taxation powers without going through the amendment process. Previously, when they wanted the ability to tax something, they had to pass the 16th Amendment so that they could tax income. Now, John Roberts just says, oh yeah, you can tax anything you want. Tax this, tax that. Okay, let's say that GM's going under. Congress says, well, we still own the majority of GM. Why don't we pass a law that everybody has to buy a new GM vehicle every single year? And if you don't buy a GM vehicle, you're going to have to pay a $1,000 tax penalty for not doing so. How is that any different than what we just did with insurance? I want you to tell me that. How is it any different other than you say, well, insurance is important and everyone should have it? Well, no, it's not. No one should have insurance. It's the problem, people. Again, read 2084. It's all outlined in here. You see, I'll tell you how this is going to go down. In about 10 years, we're going to end up with a government-run single-payer system because we have to. Because what we've done is we said, okay, if you have pre-existing conditions, they cannot deny you. And everyone's like, yay, they can't be denied. How awesome is that? Okay, so what the insurance company's going to do is they'll say, all right, well, we'll offer you a policy, but it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. And they show you the price and you say, whoa, I have to pay for it? And you're obligated to pay for it. Now you are required as part of being alive to buy this insurance. But you can't afford it. So you say, well, I can't afford it, so I'll just pay the penalty. Poof, you pay the penalty. All of a sudden your condition erupts and you need a new liver. Holy crap, and you have all this other surgery done. So you say, well, I gotta have the surgery done, so I guess I'll buy insurance now. So you go to the insurance company, you shell out your money, they can't deny you. You have a pre-existing condition. Obamacare says they have to sell you insurance. So they sell you the insurance, you have the operation, tick, click, click, and you drop the insurance as soon as the surgery is done. So instead of paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for your surgery, you've paid, 1 month's premium, let's say, $3,000 or whatever they want to charge you for a month of crazy, pre-existing condition insurance, whatever that bill's going to come out to be. And you just go on your happy way. So the insurance company, being, wanting to make a profit basically, is going to raise everybody else's rates. And so our rates are going to go up, and we're going to look around like, well, crap, we can't pay these rates. They're insane. So more people are going to drop out until they need insurance, until they need a operation done. Then they're going to jump right back in, pay, however much they want to charge them, get their surgery done or whatever, then drop again. Bam! And insurance companies are going to go broke overnight. And of course, the government is going to have to step in and save us all for our own good. And, it's all outlined in 2084. Seriously, read it. And it's just common sense. My problem with liberal thinking is they seem to take one step and they say, okay, well, we have a problem. Not everyone can get insurance. Oh, crap. Let's just make people buy insurance. Oh my God, that's excellent. Why didn't we think of that? Awesome! Yeah, everyone has to buy insurance. Problem solved. Well, we have a problem. Not everyone can afford a house. Oh, crap. Why don't we force the banks to give loans to people who can't afford the house? Yeah! Great idea! I mean, they have no forethought. They can't think logically from point A to point B to point C to point, oh my God, we're screwed. So this is what's going to happen. Insurance companies, bankrupt. Government's going to have to step in. They are going to run serious deficits. We already have a welfare-styled insurance program. It's called Medicare, Medicaid, and it is broken beyond all belief and so far in debt you can't even see. And now we're going to expand it to everybody. What do you think is going to happen? We're going to go broke. We're going to have to make two choices. We're either going to have to ration care and ration care harshly. The old death panel debate. Or two, gut our military completely. Now, if we gut our military completely, if you live in the Pacific Rim, sorry guys, Philippines, you're toast. All these little countries that China wants, they're going to get it. Because we're the only people left. You want to say, oh, socialized medicine is so great. Canada has it, England has it, France has it. Why don't we have it? Because we are policing the world. NATO is a joke. All the European powers are defunct. We could probably beat them in one weekend. We are the only force out there that can stand up to China and Russia. And if we doom ourselves, that's it. It's game over. And even if we do gut our military, and somehow China doesn't attack us and make us pay for doing it, then you know what's going to happen? It's going to go broke anyway, and we're going to end up with rationed care. Again, read 2084. Very prophetic. I'm just telling you like it is. Anyway, I respect the Supreme Court. They are a co-equal branch of government. 4 of those justices don't care about the Constitution at all. Ruth Ginsburg says that South Africa has a better constitution. I suggest she quit her job and go live there, preferably after Obama gets defeated. As for the others, they got it wrong. One judge on there got it wrong. The taxation powers do not cover this. Now, the only thing that we can do is we can vote Obama out and get Republicans in the Senate, preferably with a 60-seat majority, and repeal it. And that is the only way we're going to save ourselves, people. On July 4th, I'm having a promotion for 2084. You can download it for free to your Kindle in both the edited and unedited smutty versions. And you can also download my other book, War Journal, for free on July 4th. If you like reading these books, please highly recommend it to your friends. I rely on word of mouth. Long live the Constitution. And signing off.